The cruise companies will never tell you, but experienced travelers sure will. There's a whole hidden world of tricks, unwritten rules, and special benefits that most passengers completely miss. Some are small tips that'll make your trip way easier. Others will change the way you cruise forever, like why you should never trust hard sails or how to get a better cabin after you've already gotten on the ship. This isn't your typical cruise tips video. These are the secrets that insiders quietly use, and that cruise lines hope you never discover. And number 16, you'll finally understand why your cabin might smell strange, even when it's definitely not you. Number 1. Art auctions aren't what they seem. You know those fancy art sales on board with free champagne and a fast-talking host praising each piece as a once-in-a-lifetime deal? Well, here's the hidden truth. These auctions are almost always run by outside companies, not the cruise lines. And when something goes wrong, the cruise company usually doesn't take responsibility. Many passengers have learned the hard way that their limited editions weren't all that limited or valuable. Like the case of a woman who bought a print for $3,800 during her Caribbean cruise. When she got home and had it checked, a local gallery said its real worth was under $500. She tried to get her money back, but the auction company hid behind the fine print. The cruise line didn't even get involved. Experienced travelers know, if you see something you like, take a picture first and compare prices online. If it's still worth it, go for it. But don't fall for the show. At sea, even the art can be a trick. Number 2. Many ships lack man overboard detection systems. This is hard to believe, but it's true. Even though modern technology can automatically detect when someone falls overboard, many cruise ships still don't have these systems installed. That means if someone falls or jumps into the water, the crew often doesn't find out until it's too late. Instead of sensors, they rely on security cameras and eyewitness reports. But the truth is, someone can fall into the sea without anyone noticing for hours, and by then, the ship is already miles away. Cruise lines argue that these systems are expensive or not totally reliable, but many safety experts disagree. It's a controversial topic in the industry, and sadly there have been real cases of people vanishing at sea. Families are left without answers or even a clear timeline. If you're traveling with kids, older adults, or someone who's easily distracted, take this as a serious warning. Always stay alert, especially at night or on unattended decks. Because no matter how fancy or safe a cruise may seem, there are still blind spots. And this is one of the biggest. Number 3. You can order food that's not on the menu. This surprises many first-time cruisers. Just because something isn't printed on the menu doesn't mean it's not available. In fact, ship kitchens are often much more flexible than you might think. Want mashed potatoes, even if they're not listed tonight? Craving grilled chicken or a simple bowl of rice? Just ask. If you have any special dietary needs or just want something simple, don't be afraid to speak up. The waiter might give a surprised smile, but as long as it's reasonable, the kitchen staff will usually go out of their way to help you. The trick is to ask politely and early in the meal so they have time to make it. You might end up with something even better than what's on the regular menu. Music. Number 4. Onboard jewelry stores don't belong to the cruise line. That fancy jewelry store on the ship that seems like part of the cruise experience? Well, it's actually run by a totally separate retail company. And if something goes wrong, like a broken clasp, a fake stone, or you just regret buying it, you'll end up in a frustrating blame game between the cruise line and the seller. Let's look at a real example. A passenger bought a diamond ring during a 50% off promotion on board, only to find out later that the piece wasn't even worth half of what she paid. When she asked the cruise line for help, they told her it wasn't their problem. The jeweler was based in another country with slow customer service and strict return rules. These stores use pushy tactics, limited time offers, promises of tax-free savings, and fancy settings. But the truth is, you'll often find better prices and stronger guarantees on land. If you fall in love with something, take a picture, write down the details, and compare prices from home before you decide. Because once you step off that ship, getting your money back can be an uphill battle. Number 5. Crew members are trained to influence your spending. You might think you're fully in control of your onboard budget, but behind the scenes, cruise lines have a master plan. From bartenders to boutique hosts, many employees are given specific scripts designed to subtly guide you towards spending more. And it's not just what they say, it's everything around you. Ever notice that relaxing spa scent in the hallways, or the smell of fresh-baked bread near the coffee shop? That's no accident. It's called scent marketing, and it's proven to increase spending by triggering emotional responses. Even the music, lighting, and layout are carefully planned to make you stay longer and spend more. The whole ship is a floating psychology experiment, and most passengers don't even realize it. So, the next time you feel a sudden urge to buy that fancy cocktail or that shiny Swiss watch, remember, every detail was crafted to make you want it. Music. Number 6. You can order seconds at the main dining room. Here's a little secret that took me several cruises to learn. You're not limited to just one dish in the main restaurant. Want 2 appetizers, 2 main courses, even 2 desserts? Totally allowed. I'll never forget the morning I ordered 2 servings of Eggs Benedict, my favorite breakfast. The waiter didn't even blink. He simply smiled and brought them both with perfectly runny yolks, just how I like them. No extra charge, no weird looks, just outstanding service. And it's not just for breakfast. At dinner, you can order both the steak and the salmon if you can't decide. Can't choose between desserts? Order both the chocolate cake and the cheesecake. The cruise dining experience is designed to be indulgent, and the staff genuinely wants you to enjoy it to the fullest. The only unwritten rule: don't waste food and be nice to the waiters. A sincere thank you can open the door to little extras not even listed on the menu. Cruises are one of the few places where ordering more isn't awkward. It's practically encouraged. Music. Number 7. Cabin prices can drop after you book. This is one of those little secrets that cruise lines don't tell you about. If the price of your cabin drops after you book, you might be eligible for a refund, a room upgrade, or onboard credit. But there's a catch. You have to ask for it. Most cruise companies won't notify you about price drops automatically. That's why experienced travelers keep tracking prices even after booking, up until final payment or sometimes even beyond, depending on the cruise line's policies. Some passengers have scored balcony upgrades just by noticing a price drop and making a quick call. It doesn't take much effort. Set up a price alert or check the website occasionally. The worst they can say is no. But if they say yes, you'll enjoy added perks without paying a cent more, making your cruise experience even better effortlessly. Number 8. Crew-only areas can be your secret shortcuts. This is one of those quiet privileges most passengers never discover. On certain ships, especially the larger or more luxurious ones, guests staying in suites or with VIP status are discreetly escorted through crew-only areas to avoid crowds and long lines. We're talking about hidden hallways, service corridors, or unmarked stairwells that help you avoid the crowds during embarkation, disembarkation, or even when using tenders for shore excursions. These paths don't show up on any map, and the staff won't mention them unless you have a certain status or know exactly what to ask for. It's like being taken backstage during a show while everyone else waits in the main entrance. The feeling is pure insider access, and once you experience it, regular cruise lines and boarding queues will never feel the same again. Music. Number 9. The Do Not Disturb sign can be a red flag. It seems strange, but keeping that little "Do Not Disturb" sign on your door for too long can raise eyebrows, especially on the first day of the cruise. While most of us assume it just means privacy, onboard security may interpret it differently. Behind the scenes, cruise ships have quiet protocols in place to make sure all cabins are safe. If your sign stays up for hours with no sign of activity, the crew might have to knock on your door or even enter just to make sure everything is okay. It's rare, but it happens more often than you'd think. Too much privacy, especially on day one, can make you look suspicious, even when you have nothing to hide. The key is simple. Use the sign when you need it, but don't overuse it. That way, you'll avoid unwanted attention and an unexpected visit from security when you least expect it. Music. Number 10. You can request a behind-the-scenes tour, even if it's not advertised. This is one of those insider tips veteran cruisers whisper about. Many ships offer exclusive tours that take you into restricted areas, the bridge, the crew kitchens, the laundry rooms, even the engine control room. But here's the catch. They're almost never openly advertised. These tours are offered quietly, usually to frequent cruisers, sweet guests, or simply to those who know to ask at the right time. They're often called crew access tours or backstage tours, and they show you what really happens behind the scenes of the ship. Want in? Head to guest services as soon as you board and politely ask if there are any crew area tours available. With a bit of luck, you could score one of the cruise's most exclusive and fascinating experiences. Just remember, spots are limited, so be one of the first to ask. Music. Number 11. The main dining room is open when you board. Most first-time cruisers make a beeline for the buffet as soon as they get on board. And it makes sense. It's quick, easy, and right there. But what almost no one knows is that the main dining room is also open. And it's the real hidden gem. It's quieter, far less crowded, and best of all, it's full service. No trays, no lines, no buffet chaos. You just sit down, relax, and let your cruise begin the way it should, with a real menu, better quality food, and the perfect atmosphere to kick off your vacation. So next time, skip the buffet frenzy and head straight to the main dining room. Your cruise experience will start on the right foot, and you'll probably be one of the few who even know it's an option. Music. Number 12. You can switch cabins after boarding. Here's something most people don't realize. If there's a serious issue with your cabin, loud engine noise, uncomfortable vibrations, or even strange smells, you're not necessarily stuck there. Go straight to reception as soon as you notice the problem. Don't wait. If the ship isn't fully booked, there's a chance they can quietly relocate you to another cabin. It's not guaranteed, and you won't hear it announced over the loudspeakers, but those who ask early and politely often get surprise upgrades, quieter locations, better views, or even a balcony cabin. The key is to act quickly and be kind. You never know when that noisy room could turn into a peaceful haven with an unexpected upgrade. Just remember, if you don't ask, you don't get. Number 13. Shore excursions cost twice as much. Cruise lines love selling you their port excursions. They claim they're the safest and most convenient option. And yes, booking through the cruise does offer peace of mind. But what they don't tell you is that those same tours are usually run by local companies. And if you book directly, you'll often pay half the price. In many cases, you won't just save money, you'll also enjoy smaller groups and more authentic experiences. The trick is to do your homework before you sail. Read reviews, confirm pickup times, and make sure they match your port schedule. Some travelers even send their itinerary to the tour operator to ensure they'll get back in time. These local companies have years of experience working with cruise passengers. They know the ship won't wait. So, the next time you see a $200 per person tour, Remember, it's probably the same one a local guide offers for $80, just without the cruise line's markup. Music. Number 14. The front of the ship has secret areas. There's a part of the ship with the best views, and almost no one knows it's there. On many cruises, you'll find unmarked doors near the bow, usually on decks 5, 7, or 8. These doors often lead to quiet outdoor areas right at the front of the ship. They're not shown on maps, not listed in brochures, and the crew won't mention them, but seasoned travelers know they're the perfect spot to watch breathtaking sunrises, film the ship arriving at port, or simply enjoy the sea breeze away from the crowds. Next time you're on board, wander those side hallways. You might just find your new favorite hideaway, that secret place where it feels like the ocean belongs to you. Just remember, if the door is marked, "Crew only," respect the sign. But many of them are there quietly waiting to be discovered. Number 15. Laundry deals are never announced. Did you know that nearly every cruise has a secret laundry deal day? Many ships offer a special where you can fill an entire laundry bag for a fixed discounted price, usually half of what it would cost to wash each item individually. The catch? It's almost never advertised. It won't show up in the daily schedule. They won't announce it over the loudspeakers, and your cabin TV won't mention it either. The only way to know is by asking your cabin steward at the start of the trip. If you're polite and ask early, many stewards will tell you when the special laundry day is, so you can plan ahead. It's the best secret for longer trips, letting you refresh your suitcase without wrecking your budget. Just remember, the offer is usually valid for only one day, so keep an eye out. Music. Number 16. The smells in your cabin might come from other passengers. Have you ever walked into your cabin and thought, "Where is that smell coming from?" Maybe it's spicy food, strong perfume, or something you'd rather not identify. Here's a little-known secret. The ventilation systems in many cruise cabins are connected between neighboring rooms. That odd scent you can't place might be drifting in from the cabin next door, or even several doors down. Whether it's the spicy curry your neighbors ordered from room service, or the overwhelming cologne they sprayed before heading out, it can travel right into your space. If the issue persists, kindly head to the front desk. In some cases, if other cabins are available, they might discreetly offer to move you. It's not your fault, and you're definitely not imagining things. You're just experiencing one of the less glamorous, but very real cruise ship secrets. Before we go, if you learned something new in this video, please take a second to like and subscribe. It really helps more than you think. And if you made it this far, you're officially a cruise expert. Now you know the secrets even some crew members would rather keep quiet. But we're not done yet. Did you know there are common mistakes passengers keep making cruise after cruise? Click the video on your screen now to make sure you're not falling into any of them. See you on the next voyage, and happy cruising!